Hello and welcome to the Bal Watch Guy. This is probably one of the most unique videos I'm ever gonna make. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with this. But this is the first annual BALDIES Awards. Yes, I took a lot of inspiration of my bald head to figure out the name of the award. This is basically me just giving a few prizes to people, brands who deserved it this year. And it was not easy. This is all subjective, by the way. If you don't agree with my award choices, put it down in the comments, and who knows, maybe next year I will do a public vote. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, let's get into it. All right, the first award, and this is special to me. This is also part of why I decided to make my own YouTube channel to a certain extent, because I was like, hey, I think I can do this as well to a certain extent. And this is the YouTuber of the Year award, and specifically the Watch YouTuber of the Year. And there's so many great watches, and I could just make a video just shouting all of them, but Teddy Baldaes does on a yearly basis, 40 plus YouTubers. Check it out, really great video. And I narrowed it down to a few candidates, and it was difficult. And the first honorable mention has to be Mike from This Watch, That Watch. For a guy who doesn't say he's an expert, he's very knowledgeable. And what he brings to the table compared to other people is bringing some kind of a different twist. He will give you more of an economical viewpoint. He's gonna look at it from a branding perspective. That's not what every YouTuber brings to the table. I wish I could make the type of content he does. He's so knowledgeable. Mike, sorry, no award for you this year, maybe next year, but you deservedly get this shout out. So congratulations on it. In the second place, somebody he barely made out the cut, and it was doubting between these two for a long time. Second place, who deserves an honorable mention, has to be Watch Gringa. I know I'm using the wrong name here, but hey, that's how I learned the name of your channel, and I will never willing to change it. The way, the enthusiasm you bring to the table is quite unique. There's nobody like you in the whole of Watch YouTubing space. Every time you post a video, it brings a smile to my face, and trust me, my friends, my family say I don't smile enough, so only for that you deserve a second place, so congratulations. And number one was not that difficult, actually. I have to be honest. I thought it was between number two and number one, but in the end, if I was looking at the YouTuber that I respect the most from the quality of content that he's making, the informative way he presents everything, and of course his fashion style. Winner, I hope you rate this outfit actually, who knows, hopefully I get a feedback. It has to be Teddy Baldaes. His content, how he shouts at other YouTubers, how he makes top tier lists of other potential watches you can buy, informative videos about the whole Seiko range that I recently watched, and of course his dress style. Teddy Baldaes, unfortunately this year, no physical award, but you deserve to be the first recipient of the YouTuber of the Year BALDIES Awards. Congratulations. In the second category, and this is one of the big ones, of course they're all big ones, is basically what was my watch of the year. Because I also want to give an award to myself, and this will give me a reason next year to actually make a physical award to give to myself. If it works well, I order some more and send some out to the winners of this year as well. But hey, again, let's see how it goes. And there were actually 3 prime candidates, and number 3 was actually my Rolex Submariner. The watch that I kind of hated, kind of loved, but in the end kind of loved because I attached memories to it. The only reason it ended up third is because of the wearing time. It only started happening by the end of the year, so has to settle for the number 3 position, of course. Number 2, not surprisingly, or maybe surprisingly, would be my Omega Speedmaster. For some reason, I wore that watch a lot. It took somewhat of a backseat this year. I don't know why. I wore it a little bit less often. I still gravitate towards it, but especially to special occasions, or I'm feeling a bit down and need to pick me up. My Speedmaster is there for me. But number 1 is quite easily. I have to pick my Tudor Harrods. Why? It was the watch that I all wore most times. I always gravitate to it. I went on holiday, I went to work, I went out with the friends. That was the watch around my wrist, and I attached a lot of memories to it. So it could only have been the winner of the BALDIES. Thank you very much, Tudor Harrods, and hopefully we'll get an update next year. Next up is brand of the year. And this was kind of easy for me this year. There were 2 honorable mentions and 1 clear winner in my eyes. And the honorable mention, the first one, has to be Studio Underdog. Quite simply, I love their takes on making fun watches. And it's something it's desperately needed in the community. There are too many brands who take everything away too serious. They're quite rigid, and doing something a little bit more fun should be applauded. I love the collaboration with Moser, although I think Moser actually came out on top on that one. And I love the salmon watch. I believe it was in collaboration with Ball of Salmon. Guys deserve all the praise in the world, and maybe one day I'll buy one. The only thing that kind of stopping me is because I like to keep it a little bit safe, but hey, maybe one day I'll get there. And number 2, rightfully so as well, a British company, and it has to be Christopher Ward, who seems to be releasing banger after banger after banger at a quite affordable price for the product you're getting. Think this Bel Canto, think the 12, the C1 Moonface, there's so many things shouting out about this band that's amazing. And you see they're taking a lot of strides and new developments. Finally, we can buy a chime watch that's somewhat affordable, so congratulations on the brand. Only one small point of critique though, I wish I would be able to hold one in my hands and go to a local MD and try it on before purchasing. That's the only thing stopping me. But else you can always send me C1 Moonface. I kind of like them and I'll do a review on you. I'll maybe send it back, who knows. Number 1 is one of the big boys. And not everything is perfect with this brand. And I'm gonna start with a few negatives because I don't want to sound too biased, although I am. Is the brand, the prices are a bit overpriced these days. And I'm not sure if I can 100% recommend just for the price. Number 2, the collection is quite bloated. But, and it's a big but, the new releases this year have been amazing. From finally releasing a white Speedmaster to the amazing first Omega in space reissue with the blue lacquer dial and the old style logo, to now finally making the quintessential Seamaster without a date. I know not everybody is a fan of the Hume Escape Valve, but for me, the brand has knocking out of the park with the new release. So congratulations, Omega. You deserve Brand of the Year Baldy Award. And now we come to the biggest award of the evening, and that's Watch of the Year. Before I'm giving out the award, I just want to say thank you to all of you watching, especially to my last video, which did over 4,000 views. I'm still learning on a day-by-day basis of how to do this, and I know I do a little bit in a start-stop kind of way. It needs to pique my interest, and I just don't want to just do content just for the sake of content. I just want to have fun with it. I want to share my passion of watch collecting with all you guys. And everything I do and I say are my opinions, and my opinions are not perfect. I have my biases. I also get influence from outside factors. But I just want to thank the whole community of sticking with me and giving me a shot in this space. And I'm very grateful for that, because for me, it's been a fun distraction. And not to make this a depressing point, I had a very difficult year last year with the whole job change, with losing my partner to an extent. No, she didn't die, we just separated. And this was a way of me of finding that I have a creative bone in my body. I didn't know I had one. And I'm learning it step by step. I'm learning how to do a little bit of camera work. I'm learning how to edit. I'm slowly trying to find a good camera. And hopefully next year when I do this award show, it's gonna be top of the bill. And maybe, who knows, we get hosted somewhere. I think it could be fun with the community. So, Watch of the Year. So many great watches have been released this year. And even if I would make a short list, I would miss out on so many different models. So I decided just not to do it and just follow my heart and give the watch to what I would buy myself. And it was actually quite simple. There was one watch that I always went back on the website, relooking every time I'm passing by an AD from Omega. Yes, that's the first hint. I looked if it was available, and luckily I was able to wear one for an hour, and I truly enjoyed it. My only regret is that the reason I wouldn't buy it is because I already own a Speedmaster. But the first Omega in space Speedmaster is absolutely beautiful, and in my opinion, and I already mentioned before, the perfect watch, and it's well deservedly. I hope Omega keeps this strategy and makes smaller form factor looks back in their catalog, and sometimes you don't have to update everything. Sometimes it's good to look into the past, and that's why they deserve to win. Omega, congratulations, it's 2 Swoop, Brand of the Year and Watch of the Year. Last year I said you were not doing that well, now you're doing amazing, so congratulations. Anyways, this was the Bald Watch Guy, first time in a suit, so thank you very much and see you soon.